Robin Ventura joins us now on the show. I think I make him uncomfortable when I say this. One of the nicest,
he is,
smartest, funniest ball players I've ever covered.
Don't say that.
It's true.
Don't say that.
I hate to say it because
that was the lineup
just get
that
your
I
head
got
big.
too, Michael. Thank you.
What was that? That was the lineup you got?
That was the lineup they just sent over. Thanks.
He was able to confirm it on the air.
I'm already a big fan that he's making fun of your lineup announcement.
How are you, Robin?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Michael?
I'm doing very, very well. Are you surprised your team has the second best record in baseball? Obviously, you think a lot of your team, but did you think they'd get off to such a good start? Because the schedule was kind of against you.
Yes, the schedule was again. We didn't have. We had like one off day in April, so that, and just a bunch of tough teams. I think you go through the American League, and there's just a bunch of great lineups, and we've done pretty well for ourselves so far of being able to get through them.
But has it been a surprise, or did you kind of expect that this was going to be a turning point season for your franchise?
I don't know if you could say it's a surprise. I knew we'd score more runs. Pitching-wise, I think we kind of knew we had, and you get Sale and Quintana leading it off, and you're hoping that the kid could give you some good innings, and we bring in Latos, and he's pitched well for us. So we're better in a couple different areas. I think defensively we're better. Our offense has been better. So we knew we could pitch. It's just being able to get those other things to click, and it's been pretty good for us.
Now, Robin, you guys really kind of flipped this roster over. I mean, you have a lot of new names, and I always wonder about this. Now, in basketball, you got to have chemistry because you're going to pass the ball to each other. Do you really need chemistry in baseball?
It's always tough to sit there in baseball and think, that you need chemistry because it's really one-on-one situations and things like that. I mean, as far as hitting, it's one guy at the plate trying to do it. But I think when you add enough guys that are doing the same thing and just certain personalities, I think it hit it off this spring, and it was early too. That you could just see something different there, and it hasn't stopped.
What's it like having Todd around, and how much is he contributed to all this?
He's a big part of it. I mean, he's right in the middle of it. Very big personality inside the clubhouse. And I think that's you get him and Brett Lowry that have been over here. But you had the two catchers, and just different personalities. We had Austin Jackson, which moves Eaton over to right. He's played a great right field, and I think you get all those things, you mix it together, and it's kind of been a recipe that's worked so far.
Talking with Robin Ventura, the manager of the White Sox. As the manager, you're the leader of the clubhouse and the team. Were you concerned, Robin, with the LaRoche situation, that it was going to splinter the team and affect how the team played?
Well, I think at that time in spring training, you're for me, that's my concern, is to be able to sit in there and talk to them, listen to them, just interact with them and have conversations. And I think I wasn't real concerned about how it was perceived on the outside or how much information was getting out. It was just I needed to make sure that they were okay and they were still on pace and still doing the same things that they were before all of that. And it worked out well. I think we had some veteran guys that handled it well, and it didn't phase anything.
Did you have a problem with the kid in the locker room all the time?
No, I mean he wasn't there all the time. You could barely tell he was there, but I think a lot of it got out like he was actually running camp for us, and I don't think that was the case. But he's a very mature kid and cordial and all that stuff. So it was just something that we could handle.
Did you try to talk Adam out of retiring? I mean, it's amazing. He left $13 million on the table.
I did. Again, he's a good person. I thought he would have been good, for us as far as having a lefty behind Abreu and Frazier. But Adam's a guy of high character, and I think that was his decision to make. And after that, I respect him for that, and he's still keeping contact and respect him for his decision.
One of your announcers, Hawk Harrelson, made some news the other day because he was so concerned about an injured player. Was he able to help the situation?
What happened?
Well, when Todd flew into the stands, Hawk is doing the play-by-play, and then he just says, I'm going downstairs to check on him, and he left the booth and allowed Steve Stone to do the game. So does Hawk have that kind of access to the clubhouse?
That's the first I've heard of that. That's great.
Really?
That's great. I don't know. I will go find out. That's great, though. I don't know. I know Todd was getting stitches and things like that. I went in to check. I didn't run into Hawk, but I'm glad to hear that.
Because, Robin, I got to be honest. I've been here 25 years. I don't have access in-game to the Yankee clubhouses. I don't think they'd allow it.
Well, of course not. I mean,
but Hawk sounds like he does.
Maybe he does. You never know. He's the Hawk.
I'm going downstairs. You take over, okay?
There he is.
I love it.
Now, Robin, we have a member of our staff, one of our producers, Gigi Clark. She's a big, big Met fan. And of all the Mets that have ever played, this is a true story, you are our absolute favorite. So I'm going to allow her to say hello to you. Gigi,
okay.
Here's the stage.
Hi, Robin.
Hello, Gigi. How are you?
I'm a big fan of yours.
Well, thank you very much.
I wore a
appreciate
Mets
that.
number 4 jersey for about 3 years of my life as like a full dress as like a 9-year-old. So.
Really? I
Yep.
did for 3 years as well.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, of all the Mets, Gigi, why Robin Ventura? He wasn't even there that long.
I know, but
Oh,
I was
that good.
Well, you hit a lot of home runs as a Met, and I mean, chicks dig the long ball. Number 4 is my favorite number. I always like third base. As a 9-year-old, I thought Robin Ventura was really cute. It worked out.
Wow. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
You know, she's an adult now. She doesn't think you're that cute. It's amazing how that's changed.
That's not
It's happened
necessarily
to me
true.
a lot, Michael.
Are you enjoying this, Robin? You still having fun managing?
Yeah, I'm having fun. It's a good group of guys we got. I think it's a pretty lively group, so it's been fun.
Robin, you worked the Yankees and the Mets, and now it's White Sox and Cubs in Chicago. Is the dynamic similar, having the two teams in the same town?
Yeah, it is similar. I think popularity-wise, it's similar, but the difference is the winning part hasn't really been there for like when your Mets and Yankees. The Yankees have won so much. The Mets are pretty successful too compared to both the teams in Chicago, but you don't have the difference of the Yankees are always 25-time world champ or what is it now?
27.
27-time world champion. Cubs don't have that, but they're still as popular in that town as the Yankees would be here, or across the nation. So I mean, there's some of that's there, but as far as us, we don't play them. So, but 4 times in interleague, so you don't really get it that much as these two teams do.
Final thing, with Chris Sale starting today, I look at his size. I mean, he looks like a razor blade. Have you ever seen a guy be able to generate that sort of power and excellence being that size?
No, but he's getting bigger. I think he gained a pound or 2 in the last year. I'm serious. He's a little bit stronger now than he was in the last couple of years, but he can generate a lot of speed. And he's a great pitcher. I think he's more mature. He's kind of grown into being the leader of the team. So it's been good. Amazingly,
Robin, I gained a pound during this interview, so we thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Hey, do you remember when I pointed at you?
Of course. We bring it up all the time.
Yeah. That's a true story.
You've never hit a home run for Hawk, right?
I never pointed at him. He also, that was the time you came in the clubhouse. You didn't have access to the clubhouse because you told me in the clubhouse that I hadn't hit an extra base hit or something.
You had not had a home run, I think, like in a month or something like that. And you said, well, I'll hit one tonight. And I said, well, if you do, you'll point to me in the broadcast booth. And he did in the Metrodome.
Yeah.
The fact that you even remembered it.
Well, it's because we just played the Twins the other day, and it was off Eddie Godardo. And he said he's never seen me point at anybody. He thought it was my wife, and I said, no, it was Michael
Something
Kay.
more important.
Yeah, it was Michael Kay.
And he said, who's that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not my wife.
Well, you know what? It's one of the great moments of my broadcasting career.
I'm sure it is.
Well, I will see you tomorrow. I'm obviously doing the show right now, but I'll stop by and say hello. Thanks so much for coming on.
Sounds good. Thanks, Michael.
All right. That's Robin Ventura.